said, who, nigga? That's a Viva.
You are trifling, bro. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to a new episode of Lazy
Sundays,
the podcast with Dionte
and NiJa.
What's going on with y'all? What's going on with you? What's going on with the world, man?
I'm going to bleep that out.
You can't bleep that out.
I am.
No, you're not.
But anyways,
We're all about helping. This is what she does to me outside of the podcast.
One thing
she has a problem
to know
with
Dionte
her hands.
is to really love him, because he is just
Then why don't
sometimes he just
then why,
you know
then why
gets the best of you.
Why nobody love me?
People do love. Who else you want to love you? All right, man. So
you
anyways,
let me finish it.
I'm not, because I'm trying to keep you from really getting slapped.
Because I want the world to love me.
All right, Dionte.
Come on, man. It's that selfish, egotistical behavior that we suffer from as black people today.
Look, so
it ain't no look. That's a worrisome look. You about to tell too much look.
No, you don't even know what I was about to say. You getting scared.
I ain't gonna get scared. You better get scared before I bite these kneecaps.
If I bite your kneecaps, you got exposed because you grown.
You do got kneecap biting.
Oh. Anyways, we don't promote violence here. So okay, so I wanted to say this because I don't know, but I did want to address this and say this out loud. So
like foolishness.
It's not foolishness. Before I get into the foolishness, I did want to say this out loud, that my uncle is currently in the hospital, and it has been bothering me all week. It's very, very serious. So if at any point of the podcast I kind of look a little, that's why. But we're going to try to get our laughs off and have us a good old time. Because we're not going to sit here and cry, because he's going to be okay. We're going to claim it.
She took 2 shots before the pod.
No, I did not. I wish I did, though, to be honest. Well, sorry. I was really close. Right, I wish I did. But, okay, so I did want to say something about this, because I seen this. And I don't know if you've ever done this. I feel like we talked about this. Not talked about this amongst my friends. Okay. So, have you ever spun the block? Like when you dated somebody, have you ever?
Oh, because I thought you was talking about spinning the block. I said, yeah, we done spent them blocks.
And there needs to be a line, because I don't have nothing to do with it.
Of course you don't.
Nothing to do. I don't know anything, to be honest with you.
NiJa the real gangster in my family.
Anyways, so we talking about like romantic spinning the block. I mean, have you ever spun the block?
Yeah, back in the day. It's one of them, but see, it depends on what you mean by spinning the block. I don't consider like that time period from which you stop dealing with somebody, like the kind of months after that, from the day y'all decide that we're not going to be together. I don't necessarily, because some people say they spin the block, but it's like y'all never really stop dealing with each other.
Well, obviously we talking about real spinning the block, like y'all did stop dealing with each other.
But see, everybody's different with that. That's why I'm trying to clarify, because everybody's definition of that. But no, not really, like after the fact. But see, that's what I'm saying. But I feel like dudes in general do that, just kind of a check-in, just, oh, how you doing?
A check-in?
That's what you just checking to see how.
Oh, what'd you say? What y'all do?
Chill out. Let me get it out. Hey,
what
how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Okay, how your mom doing?
You bring the mom into it.
Not really, but that's what dudes do though.
How you doing? And then,
how you doing? How you family doing?
Oh, okay.
How you family doing?
And then when she respond, then what come after that?
It depends on what you trying to do and what you got going on.
So she just kind of like, oh, I've been fine. What about you?
I mean, you just say you've been good. I'm good, you know.
And then she said, "Oh, okay."
Reference made me think about you, probably.
Oh, okay. So then you try to bring in memories and try to wheel it back in. Y'all are trash.
I'm just telling you what is more likely to come from that type of situation.
Y'all are so trash.
Of spinning the block. That's not really being trash.
That is so trash.
Because sometimes you just want to make sure people not doing better than you.
Wow. At least you're being honest. I respect that.
No, but see, you looking at it romantically. A lot of times it's just like, just overall.
Oh, okay.
Like just people in general. And
okay.
As far as that. But yeah.
So that's like a successful spinning the block because you're just trying to see, are you down bad? Because if you are, I'm actually kind of glad.
But you only do that when people that you dislike. But if that's the case, then y'all more than likely not having that actual conversation. Y'all probably, you just peeping on Instagram or Facebook or something like that.
But
if you're trying to spin the block, spinning the block, a successful spinning the block, I guess would be, it depends on what you're looking for. More than likely, you're just looking for sex, but you may be looking for like I messed up and I'm trying to get back where I was.
Okay, I can see that. I can see there being two types. Reason why I brought this up is because people have been talking about the Nelly and Ashanti situation, and people have been like, "Oh, this is a successful spin the block." I cannot stand when people use like celebrities as like their mark of like this is what you should do, because it's like you don't really know these people's lives. You don't know if this was on purpose. You don't know the conversations. Like you don't know.
I said they ain't looking on purpose. I seen for a nigga that's been smiling their whole relationship. He won't smile in that picture.
I don't know. And then
I'm pretty sure that's probably one of their things though. Like
what?
I feel like that's why they, don't quote me on this, because I could be 100% wrong, but I feel like that was part of the reason why they broke up initially, was that she was trying to have kids and he was more along of, I already got kids. So I'm assuming part of y'all getting back together is you changing your stance on you having kids. Because I'm sure she's looking at it, because she's older now, so I'm sure she's looking at it like, I'm trying to have this kid.
And typically that's how it is. That's the thing. I ain't gonna get into it, but that's the thing people don't talk about, honestly. Like when it comes down to you getting past a certain age, like all the things of, oh, you should, take a long time to do this and do that. I'm not saying you shouldn't take your time and get to know who you're dealing with, but like, bro, anybody got time for like, once you reach like your 30s and you're trying to like have kids, like that lengthy, let's be together for like 10 years before we have our first, you don't have that. We don't have that. Like, I'm old now. Like, if we're going to have kids, we need to have kids now. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I'm like, that's not always a successful spin the block, but whatever. Okay, so a bar in Dallas is being accused of drugging these two women. And it's not funny. Dallas. I'm not chuckling because it's funny, but I'm just like, see, this is why I don't be dealing with being out like that anyway. Now, I mean, this shouldn't happen anyway because that's just ridiculous. So basically, it was on the Shade Room. Y'all want to know in detail, y'all can go up there. We here for the laughs and good time. So they went there, and before they got into the club, the bouncer was like, oh, like, how bad y'all want to get in? And I think they were just kind of like, I mean, we're just trying to come in, like,
because generally when people say stuff
like
that,
it was like, make sure you, exactly. He was basically like, oh, make sure y'all take care of like the bartender. You know what I'm saying? Like treat him right, whatever. It's like, okay, like we here for a good time, whatever. Yeah. So they go up. So they end up getting drinks, and I think they said they got like a few rounds like for free, like lemon drops or whatever. So the bartender like, oh, and they like, no, we good. And like, no, man, it's on us, whatever. So the Jake was like, I think she said like after like the first round or so, she was kind of like, I'm feeling a little too drunk. You know what I'm saying? And you know how it is. If you go to the club like that and you drink, you know your limit, you know what I'm saying? And it's coming across like they know they limit. And I think one of them said like she ended up seeing like something kind of settle at the bottom of the drink, but she wasn't 100% sure, like, So anyway, so they're being accused of drugging them. So it's like a whole thing. And I'm like, that's sick. You trying to go out and have a good time. You got to worry about the people that work there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, what's y'all intentions? And even if, I feel like you had ill will regardless. Even if it wasn't like for it to be any after plans after the club. Even if you was like, oh, we just trying to, get y'all lit. It's like,
No,
Why would you do that? Why would you play with people's lives?
My drink to get me the.
Don't put nothing in my drink.
The drink itself is where we at with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. That's pretty, but yeah, no, you gotta go. You gotta get. I can't even get this shit out now. You gotta go to jail for that, bro.
No, you definitely gotta go to jail.
You gotta go to jail for that, bro.
Like, why would you do that?
Because that can come across as, not saying that this one, because either way it's bad, but who knows? Like, this gives very much like human trafficking.
Yeah.
I'm about to get these little young janks that's trying to turn up. We about to get them to the bar. So like 4 of y'all, everybody gonna get super drunk. We're gonna help y'all outside, straight into this Uber/van that niggas ain't gonna never see y'all in again.
Like, people are so weird. Like, they ruining a good time, and I feel like that also makes it tough for like y'all as guys, because when people are weird creeps, women don't be wanting to go out like that anymore, or they don't really want to socialize like that because they're like, you know, real like skittish towards everybody because it's just so unsafe to be out. I'm like, dang, why y'all had to do that? Like, that's at the club,
problem, man. We can get into that another time, bro. But basically, it's like all the things that guys want women to do or be able to do, they can't do them because of guys. Like, again, man, y'all stop being weird, man. These girls can do whatever it is that, you know what I'm saying, you want to come out, have a good time, you know what I'm saying, get a dance with a lady, you know, be able to interact with her in a certain way. Again, she would be able to. The only difference is the times that they did, it was a bad time.
Exactly.
So it's like, you saying you a cool dude, but the last 2 times that I let a dude buy me a drink, I ended up somewhere I didn't want to be.
Exactly.
So I'm not letting nobody buy me a drink.
Yeah, it's like,
you
no.
You kind of look like one of them dudes. That's why when women say stuff about guys or men in general, bro, I don't say nothing because I don't got no dog in that fight. I know y'all trash, bro.
Yeah.
I know y'all trash as hell. And
it happens more to women. I'm not saying it don't happen to men, but it happens more to women than it does, because I don't think, have you ever had a weird like interaction with a woman where you felt like that's you being you doing a little much right now towards me, or anybody that you've ever been around, you've seen women?
Oh, yeah. I've had women be just kind of extra in a sense, but that's the thing. It's one thing for somebody to kind of press you versus somebody slipping some shit in your drink. That's like,
very true.
So I don't have any. Not saying, because again, we've heard stories of women doing this, but generally it's way easier to find a dude that's willing to be like to try to take something versus women.
Yeah. But
they will, though. That shit crazy.
It is.
People are just ridiculous.
People are weird, like for no reason. And this is random, but you have kids and you're doing Elf on the Shelf. My goodness, I swear, it's such.
Of this elf, bro.
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of this elf, bro.
Like, every night we're stressed out. Like, towards the end of the night, it's almost like I want to do rock, paper, scissors with him. Like, so who gonna move the elf tonight? Because I don't feel like it.
This elf has been doing the most. She's Spider-Man one day. She making toast the next day. God damn it. She's a burrito the day after that.
Yes.
It's like, yo.
It's like you're running out of ideas. It's like when they're really little, you can do like the bare minimum because they're like, you know, super gas about everything at that age.
You just need to put them in different spots.
Yeah, but when they get older, they want to see them do stuff. And then you got to like jazz it up like the elf is doing it for real. So you're trying to do the most to create core memories for your kids, but it can be a lot. So
just for them to grow up and be 15, 20 and be like, I don't remember that. I probably scream, bro.
It's like, you know how much we had to do. Yeah, speaking of kids acting like you ain't never did nothing for them. So T.I. and Tiny, it's been all over the blogs by now at this point. A little altercation with the son. What is his name?
Is that King?
I think it is King.
Yeah, y'all know.
Yeah. So anyway,
the one that don't think he was rich growing up.
basically, that, to sum it up in the live, which was going on, he was basically saying like, oh, I was at my grandma's house, my grandma basically almost kind of raised me, yada yada yada. There was a whole bunch on the live. So a lot of people was like, see, this is what happens when you don't spank your kids, this is what happens when you do gentle parenting, yada 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 yada. I just want to say something about this, because this has really irritated me for a very long time when people try to like say like, oh, this is as a result because you don't put hands to your child, that's why they react. Let me tell you something. I have 2 siblings. Technically you can count 3 that I was brought up in a household, but sibling wise too, we're all different. None of us are the same. None of us were disciplined the same, because we're all different people. You can discipline kids a certain way, and my siblings will tell you they got more spankings than I did. I was the last one. It does not change like how we approach life. Yeah. So I just always thought it was like the stupidest thing to say, oh, because you gentle parent. And gentle parenting does not mean you let your kid do whatever they want to do.
No, I don't.
Nor does it mean that your kids are going to turn out to not talk back to you.
That's what people think when they hear the gentle parenting. I guess that people aren't, using any type of discipline with their kids. And that's not generally the case. No. A lot of times it's just the fact that people aren't really spanking them. Which, you know what I'm saying, that's a whole separate thing in itself. But that doesn't mean that you... But again, I'm telling you, that's a lot of trauma people unpacking there when you say, hey, the only reason they act like this is because they ain't get their ass whipped. It's like you basically saying, I got my ass whipping, I'm fine, so whip your kid ass. Yeah. And everybody not the same. That's why y'all so angry right now.
Exactly.
Because it's like, we all got spankings. Everybody got an anger problem.
Everybody
loud as hell when they disciplining their kids, whether they spanking them or not. Because this is what we know and how we was raised. Yeah. Does that make it good? Not at all. No. So we got a lot of trauma to unpack. You got to go see a therapist just about this alone. Don't have daddy issues.
Listen, my goodness. A few people ears is probably burning right now.
Everybody should.
They're like, he talking about me. I don't appreciate this.
Everybody should. And if you have any issues identity wise, depending on what your actual, you know what I'm saying, white, black, whatever, maybe you had, you know what I'm saying, problems fitting in. That's another thing you got to unpack. Your whole life, really. Yeah. How your parents treated you, how your mom treated you. Yeah. All things that is like, so, you know.
Our parents, I feel like, did the best that they could with the times that we were in. Yeah. I mean, some more than others. I can't speak for everybody's life, but I can just say, for us, our parents did the best that they could. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For the time that it was in or whatever. It's just different now. The world is different. You got to approach stuff differently. But that don't mean you're not going to get one little a-hole out of the bunch, you know. So it's like to say like, oh, see, that's why he act like that. No, that's just that child's temperament. Like, that is just how he is. Like, you can't do nothing about that.
He's just a button presser. He's gonna press all the buttons. You tell him don't press nothing, he's gonna press it.
Yes. And Sophia is that kid for us. It's like, hey, I told you not to do this, and she'd be like, and it's like, okay, all right, I see what time you on today. I'm not gonna let you bait me.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna let you bait me today. I see where this is going, but I don't know.
The world will tell you that shit is
it's like,
will tell you. But then there's people telling you that don't even spank their kids.
Exactly.
So it's like,
it is what it is. But y'all, that's all we have for y'all this week.
We didn't even finish the T.I. and Tiny thing. Or T.I. with their kid. We the whole situation more so was just, oh yeah, we did kind of go through.
Yeah, I mean, because he got
on a flyer like a day or two after that in Atlanta.
He was pissed,
and T.I. was pissed about that. Don't put me on no bullshit in my city.
Nah.
And he pulled up on him. And he was using all the big words. Yeah, I ain't playing with me.
Do you know what? This sparked up another conversation too, because people been having their panties in a bunch on TikTok because people using people images, likeness, and I know that's like a whole thing, especially when it comes to human beings. But obviously, like licensed products and stuff like that. And it's just crazy how you see the time change. Like, it's known for like people putting like the Grinch on like a shirt, the Grinch, or what was it, Hey Arnold, with like some Burberry on, and it's like, Now he don't wear Burberry, but it's like people been doing that for years. Now all of a sudden they like, no, y'all about to get a cease and desist if you doing it, and it's like,
well,
y'all business hurting now.
Are you making money off of it though? That's probably the main thing. Like, if you're making money off of it, they're definitely gonna shut that part down.
Yeah, and that'd be the thing. But it's like, but you not making as much money as the actual company that whose image it is. But it's just a way for them to be like, no, you cannot do that. And I'm like, people been doing this for years. Now all of a sudden, y'all like, no.
It's the internet, man. Now the internet know you've been doing it because I can find it.
Yeah,
Sell some teas to your local schools. Your local swap meet, and ain't nobody gonna find it.
No, you can't do that with schools. Schools definitely gonna be like, no, you're not supposed to put this image up here.
Depends
they ain't
on
trying to get in trouble
at the school.
It's very true.
It's all, shenanigans and politics.
Tell me about
what
it.
Y'all eating for dinner? I ain't asked y'all in a long time. I am starving, bro. I need to figure out what I'm eating for dinner. What we eating for dinner?
Probably a salad. That's what we should eat. With that being said,
come on, man,
nothing. You be copying, but you want me to be so bad.
Bro,
relax.
NiJa wants to be me so bad.
Did you hate when people used to do that to you in school?
Time out. Nobody ever done this to me.
Ever used to do that to your look?
Number two, that's strike number two.
I didn't even do it the second time.
Nobody flips my brow and nobody smacks my
What about
lip.
smack your neck? See? Oh my goodness. I used to hate that. You ain't never had that done to you?
No.
You did not go to a fun school.
No, I went to a fun school. I'm not a fun person.
I know what school you did go to.
So yeah, she been trying to say everything that I've been saying all week. It's the most annoying thing. And if she does it one more time, she's going to be single.
Are you proud of yourself?
Am I proud of myself? Why would I be proud to be single and lose my relationship because my spouse wanted to be herself?
And with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You always talking over me, y'all.
I'll bite you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Do all of that, please. Tell your family, tell your friends. Hey, I got a homeboy named Dionte. He be doing stuff. Go watch his stuff, please. He trying to make it big, so he can
I'm
put
just
the
here.
On.
I got a homeboy.
Oh yeah, he be doing stuff with his wife too. Her name NiJa.
With that being said, we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Oh yeah, Justin Bieber watched the Justin Bieber watched
Justin who? Justin who? No, don't turn it off. No. Justin who, nigga? Justin Bieber.
You are trifling, bro. Go get my kid. Oh,
your boy talk with his tongue.
Sound effect.
Talk with your tongue. Justin Bieber. Okay.
That girl's so weak that.